Good morning, traders, and welcome to the morning update on the 22nd of March. First of all, I just want to hand out our condolences in Brussels. It appears there's just been another terrorism attack at the airport there, which has just sent the markets into a little bit of safe haven buying. Unfortunately, the content for this video was already made and the screenshots already taken prior to this news announcement. So you'll see that from the charts that I'm about to show, the markets have moved considerably to safe haven buying. Now, the theme for this video today was going to be on discipline. So what we have to think about is, just because we have market opportunities or the market there that's open 24 hours a day, it doesn't mean that we should just be trading at will. Yes, we are traders, but the objective isn't just to trade. Our objective is to make money. So when it comes to our style of trading and our methodology, just because we have a bias, it doesn't mean that we're going to just actively trade in a particular direction. It means that we have to sit there and be patient and wait for the market to come to us. And our orders will be resting. Yesterday we had activity potentially into GBP USD. My particular order was at 143.60, and we watched price hover around all day between the 70s and the 90s and 144s, only for it to let's say trigger today on the back of this news announcement, and I've taken a small loss because by the time that I could actually get into the market and adjust my position, GBP USD just fell through the floor. These are things that we have to deal with as traders. I did manage to reduce a little bit of risk coming out of some position, but again, it was a hit to the market, a hit to the account, which is a shame because I'd banked nice profits on USDJPY last night in the early hours, banking just over a 2-to-1 risk reward. But unfortunately, I've handed a little bit of that back. Am I upset with the result? No, not at all. Trading should be emotionless. We stick to our rules. And did I do everything in my power to make the traders profitable, or did I stick to my rules? And the answer is yes to all of those. Once the news came out about Brussels, did I then try and amend the position? Did I alert my traders that I work with? The answer is yes. So everyone was alerted that what had happened, and usually after these kind of scenarios, you get panic selling or panic buying. You'll probably see now throughout the markets there'll be a sell-off in the equities. Literally, there's been a flood to gold, flood to silver. So what you'll see is now the markets come out of what we call risk assets and moving to safe havens. So this has affected one of our trades. On the flip side, we're short Kiwi dollar from 68.70. So that's going to be moving very, very well. So on one side we lose a bit of money, and on the other side we make a bit of money. So you have to take the rough with the smooth. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So what news announcements have we got out? Well, the PMI numbers that came out of France, they've just happened. They were good. I can't tell you exactly what they were because I've been a bit focused on what's been happening in Brussels, but I do need to get this video out because I'm running short of time. Okay, so other major news, we've got the PMI numbers coming out of Germany. We are looking for a number above 50. A number above 50 shows expansion. A number below 50 shows contraction. We can use the PMI numbers to forecast GDP. So we look at these numbers on a monthly basis, and it will give us an idea of how the GDP figures will come out. So this again will give us a fundamental bias on where we believe a particular economy is heading. Then we've got the consumer price index and the core consumer price index coming out of GBP at 8:30 as well. Okay, so what's happened overnight? So if we're looking at the Nikkei, we can see the Nikkei had a gap up and then it's had a bullish move up. Well, this screenshot was taken somewhere around half an hour ago, and since then obviously we've had the news about Brussels, so I'd expect that we're going to see a sell-off in the Nikkei now because the Japanese yen is strengthening somewhat as well. We've also seen Chinese yuan. We've had a bullish couple of days. It's approaching the 2015 highs, and we're sort of sat on that level. It's not really doing a great deal, but we'll have to see what happens with this particular market. It's not one we actively trade, but obviously the Chinese will be looking to see a stronger dollar, hence increase exports. If we look at the Japanese yen, well, we were long. We took a losing trade last week here. We went long at 111.15, which we highlighted pretty much to all our traders instantly, including those that watch our morning update. Now, obviously, if you aren't a member of our protege team, or if you aren't a member or working with us on a daily and hourly basis, i.e. one of our traders, then you wouldn't have realized that we actually had two more efforts at taking the dollar yen long. And what I mean by that is, as the dollar yen broke down through these levels, in theory what should happen, because it's such a key area, you would expect to see an influx of sellers hitting that market and it being a potential breakout. Now, the one thing that we do know at Phoenix Blue is that breakouts are probably one of the, let's say, the most unsuccessful ways of trading. Okay, there's so many false breakouts before that the market actually does break out. Now, what we should have seen is, if this level was going to continue, this market should have absolutely fallen through the floor. So we watched it, and we were watching and watching and watching, and we actually bought back in at 110.90. We saw the market rally 100 points up in our favor. We took a half profit and then got stopped out at break even. And then again the market came back down to test 111.15, sorry. We got back in, and last night we banked again at 112.08. Now we took just over a 2-to-1 on that. Now you'll see this horizontal that we've drawn in here. Now this is a little bit of coincidence, and obviously we know that the market's come to this point and it started to see a reaction, a little bit of a sell-off. We don't mind our second positions at break even, but just after this image, as I've already mentioned, there's been the terrorist attack in Brussels. We're probably going to see this market come back down and test these lows again at some point, and I'm probably going to get stopped out for my second position. Should I manage to stay in this market for whatever reason, if it does hold, then I will be looking to add in on a break and close above this horizontal, and I'll look to trade this on an intraday basis, coming up in and around the 114 area. And then what I'm looking for is a break and close above this trend line, and I'll look to add back in again and trade this somewhere up to the 121s. Okay, so this is the dollar index. Oh, excuse me. What we'll probably see now is we'll probably see a buying of dollar, because we're going to see money flow. Okay, so we're going to see money come out of GBP. We're going to see money flow come out of euro. We're going to see it come out of Kiwi and Aussie dollar, etc. So I would expect to see the dollar index now take this push up, as we highlighted yesterday and on the weekend's watch list. So this Kiwi dollar, highlighting our trade back in the 29th of December. We took this and rode most of the profit all the way down, adding into this position. We did get stopped out on the retracement coming back up, because we were looking to target these lows. Now, as we look at where we got in again here at 68.70, now we're currently 120 odd pips up on this particular move with a 40-point stop, so we're over a 3-to-1 risk reward on this, so that's moving very, very nicely. Now there is a key level here at 67.50. Now at 67.50, what we're looking for is we're looking for a daily close below. If we get a close below this, we can look to potentially add into this market on any sort of retracement and trade it down towards the 66 levels just down here. Today's news should potentially help this trade. Okay, so this is our gold chart. On gold, we were looking at a pullback into around the 1200s, the 1190s, and you can see as I took this chart, it had already started to move, but it had come down into around the 1240s. Right now I think it's somewhere around 1260, so it has had a surge up. So the question is, how do we trade this market now? Well, we have to let the dust settle and see what's going to happen from here on in. And last but not least, our other trade that we're in, cocoa, that's running really well, is it's broken through this clear resistance or demand level, supply zone I should say, and now we're looking to use it as a demand level and take it up to our target 2. So we've already got our trade currently running. We took half off in this zone here. Our stops are at break even. We're going to look to wait for this to come back down and then trade it long. So this is what I'm saying. Are you disciplined enough to wait for the pullback? And if it doesn't pull back, guess what? You just don't take the trade. So it's a very simple analysis that we do. We look to line up our fundamentals with our technicals and then trade in accordance with that. Now, we do have some brilliant educational programs here. If you are struggling with your trading and you would like to come under the guidance of Phoenix Blue, as you'll see, we're very open and honest about our trades, winners and losers. I don't believe there is anyone out there that does get 94-95% success rates. There is no holy grail, okay? What you can do is create a system and a methodology that gives you a decent success rate, but as long as you're trading positive risk reward, then you're going to be a profitable trader, that's for sure. Okay, you can follow us on on Instagram or Facebook, Twitter. We do have social media publishing updates all the time. Have you got any questions? Please drop us an email on info@phoenixblue.co.uk, and guys, please talk to us on YouTube. We're always looking to help and assist new traders. Have you got any questions about today's material or some of the trades we've taken? I'd also like to know if you've taken any of the trades that we've been trading and what have your results been like since we've started our YouTube channel. Okay, that's us for the 22nd of March, and again, sorry to hear and condolences to everyone in Brussels, and we'll speak to you later today for Trading Tuesday. Goodbye.